Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today we are doing a full face of some very affordable products. Like, I'm pretty sure most of these products are going to be less than £5, maybe one or two that are definitely less than £10. So I picked up a couple of things along the way. So I've got stuff from Anyway, I've got stuff from Number 17 and from Studio London and stuff like that. So I mean, we are having a very affordable day here, which I love because I love a bargain. So we're going to go on to Primer. So this is by Studio London and this is their You Matte primer. So this is the smoothing matte primer. So I recently went to Superdrug and of course this is their own brand. So I have a couple of things from that brand today because they had some discounts going, which was pretty good. And I know sometimes in Superdrug they have like 3 for 2 or buy one get one half price and stuff like that. So I got this for, I think I got it for like £3 something, because with your Superdrug card you get a bigger discount, which is even better for me. So I'm going to try this out and I'm going to use a brush because I don't like using my hands when it comes to applying makeup and stuff. So I'm going to see what this is like. It's been a while since I've tried a new primer just because I haven't found anything that I think would work for me really well. I do like a mattifying base because I do tend to get very combination skin. So I get very dry skin. I can sometimes get very oily as well. So my skin is all over the place. So I thought I would give this a go, especially for quite an affordable price. So I am just kind of getting this in some of my extra sensitive places. Okay, so I've put on maybe like a couple of drops and by feeling my face it feels super soft. I might give it a minute just to see how it works, if it gets mattifying, because I'm going to talk about the foundation. So I actually have a foundation by Studio London. So this cost me £3. I was actually looking at it kind of going, that can't be right, because normally their other version, I think it might be double the size, is around maybe 10, like it's about £6-7 or something, but this cost me £3. But this only has 50 milliliters in there, so it's not as kind of full as it would have like a normal foundation. But I'm just a bit scared of the color because I mean, this is shade 19, so it kind of makes sense when you look at the other shades. So number 1 is essentially the deepest shade and 20 is their lightest shade. And I don't want to go too light because I've been known to go over light and look like a ghost, and I don't have a bronzer or anything today, so I just wanted to like go in and see how this works. But I don't want it to look too orange because again, they had testers and everything, but I was just in a rush and I just wanted to kind of like buy something and leave. But yeah, I got shade number 19 and this is basically a perfecting foundation. It's got SPF 20, which is also always very helpful, and it's a 12-hour wear. I'm not going to wear this for 12 hours. I tend to, if I'm wearing a foundation for 12 hours, it means I'm at work basically. I wouldn't really go out of my way to test something for 12 hours. So I'm going to test one side with a brush and one side with a sponge because I just want to see what works for me. So it comes in these little drops and I don't know where my ISO Clean palette has disappeared to. It can't have gone far because my flat is not very big, so it's somewhere. But I'm going to test out with a brush first. I'm just using my Moira Cosmetics brush and I'm going to put on a couple of drops because again, I don't know what the coverage is like. So we're going to start on this side and pray I don't look like an Oompa Loompa. So let's see. Just going to slowly tap it in. I do have a tendency to like drag and, you know, stuff like that. But I just want to see how it works if I just kind of tap and buff it in, because it might work better maybe with the primer. So let's see. Okay, so that was just one layer and you can see a bit of a difference. You can also see that, of course, it's not the most full coverage. I'm not expecting full coverage from a £3 foundation. I'm just going to add a tiny bit more because I do have a concealer, but I just want to kind of add another bit of layer because my skin has been, again, all over the place recently. And so I'm just going to add another layer because it seems like it might not be too cakey. I mean, I could be wrong because I tend to be quite wrong when it comes to this stuff, but I'm only going to put on this kind of second layer and then we'll move on to the sponge. Okay, you know what? So for that layer with the brush, really, really nice. I'm now going to try with a sponge because I want to see how it works coverage wise. I do like using a sponge a lot of the times for coverage, but it's just more of a personal preference. So I'm going to see how it works, and you can definitely tell that there is some coverage on this side. So let's try this side, and just going to blend it in. And I'm just using a standard like sponge from Primark, so nothing too special. Okay, it doesn't seem like there's a lot on kind of the sponge aspect of it, but I'm gonna just go in with another layer because I feel like it maybe hasn't given me the right coverage that I'm kind of looking for, because I like to use full coverage, and especially to cover my redness. I know that when spring and summer get here, it's going to get a lot warmer, so me having a full coverage is probably not the best route, but I still want something that will give me some coverage because I feel like my redness I want to cover it up for my own sanity more than anything. But I think you can definitely tell a difference, that this is definitely given a fuller coverage. So what I'm actually going to do is just add a little bit more on this side with my brush, and then we'll move on to the concealer. So when it comes to concealer, I'm actually going to go in with the Studio London, is it the Flaunt Flawless? So essentially these all work really well together. I've had this for a while, so this is not like a first impressions on this. And even with this, you can get it still for like £5. I pretty much think most of all of Studio London stuff is under £5, which is great because it's a really affordable brand, especially by Superdrug as well. Like I've liked to use kind of brand owned products. So even the stuff by Boots that I'm going to be using in a minute, they still have some pretty decent products. I know affordability isn't always the best thing, but sometimes you will find some proper gems. This is a nice concealer. I wouldn't say it's the most full coverage. I mean, what does it claim? I don't know if it's a weightless full coverage concealer. I mean, for me, my under eyes tend to get deep very quickly, but then they tend to come and go. I don't know how my eyes work sometimes, but it's a kind of nice concealer. I don't know I can't remember how it works, if it creases and stuff, but yeah, we'll give it a go. I'm not going to powder everything down because I don't have a new powder, and yeah, let's just move on to blush. So I've kind of used this before, but not really in a while. So this is by Moira Cosmetics, and this is their Lucky Chance blush in the shade Flora. So unfortunately, you can't really get Moira in the UK. I had to get it through Beauty Boxes by Tammy, who do like import makeup and stuff like that. So this is the only way that I can kind of use Moira, because they had some stuff on discount and I was like, I need to try these. So I got two different blushes. I got a cream one and I got the powder one. So also, like on here it says self-love, endless happiness. So that's a really nice kind of message that I saw on there. I thought I would just use this today because I don't think I've used it on camera, and I know that I've used the cream one before, and I just don't have a new blush, which is actually something new for me because I'm normally buying like tons of new blushes, but haven't bought a new one in a while because I just haven't seen one that I liked. And plus I'm trying to cut down on my makeup purchases. I know I say that a lot, but I actually have to like sort myself out because a lot is happening in my life right now that I need to kind of sort out. So buying makeup is probably last on my list. Okay, so now we're going to go on to highlighter. So I have the number 17, or it's just called 17, I can't remember. This is their Glow Bright highlighter one. So I actually picked this up today from Boots. And again, if you have a Boots card, you can get this for, I think it's like £1.50 off or something like that, because normally this is £5, but I got it for like £3.50 or £3.25 or something. So yeah, I haven't used anything by number 17 in a long time because they just, again, they have very here and there products. Some of their stuff is really nice, and then some of their stuff just does not work very well for me. So this is their sponge applicator, like everyone has been creating. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of see how long it takes for this to come out and see. Oh, there we go, straight away. This is in the shade. Has it got a shade number? It just says highlighting one, so I don't know if this has, oh, champagne is written right there. I think I got the powder version, which is called champagne, when the collection came out, when the brand came out, because they haven't been out for like, I think they've been out for less than a year. But Boots, they do some very, very affordable makeup. Like, they again have everything that is under £5, which is pretty good. Like, you can buy a full face of makeup for probably like £30 or something, which is pretty decent. But again, sometimes the quality is not that amazing. So yeah, this is the shade Champagne. I'm not going too heavy because it's not packing a punch, but it's still looking very nice. I don't want it to become too cakey. So this side definitely gives me like a nice glow. But yeah, this is okay, especially for the price. Again, it's super affordable, so you can't really go wrong with anything that cheap. So now we're going to go on to eyes. I don't really have like a palette. I've just got two products that I really haven't tried. So Moira Cosmetics, this is one of their single eyeshadows in the shade Siofn, Siofn. Apologies for that. I also have an affiliate code if you ever want to try out a lovely independent brand. The link is below. And I have like a Supershock shadow that I just haven't tried and I've had for ages in the shade Born in LA. So I'm going to start off with this shade because it's a matte shade, and I got this when I think I got a mystery box. And they gave me, like, obviously, like in the mystery boxes, you get a ton of random stuff. So I got this, and I love their eyeshadow formulas because they've made some of my favourite palettes, i.e. like my Cradle of Filth palettes. I love them to death. They are so freaking good. So I'm just going to use this. I need to buy like a magnetic palette just to kind of put things in, because I tend to have a lot of individual shadows these days, because when I get mystery boxes and stuff like that, I get a lot of singles, so they tend to just sit in their packet, which is a bit annoying because I keep on forgetting that I have them. So this shade is going on very nicely. It's very pigmented, and again, for like an independent brand, you can get a lot of their stuff very affordable. I know that they do foundations and all this and that, different types of makeup, which is brilliant, and they're also like cruelty free, and I think a lot of their stuff is vegan as well, which is pretty damn good. So I'm just getting the shade on. All right, so that's gone on nicely. I mean, it's not like it's the same shade of my face or anything, but it's just a nice kind of like nude tone. So let's go on with the Supershock shadow. I know this is a bit of a cop out because I mean, well, the thing is, Supershock shadows are still pretty affordable. Like, you can get them, I think, like when you convert it to UK price, it's still what, £6-7 or whatever. But I don't think I've used this shade because I haven't bought anything from Colourpop in a while because there's just not been anything that I want, because sometimes their stuff just looks the same again and again, and it's weird. They haven't been bringing out stuff as much as they normally do, which is quite surprising for Colourpop because they normally will bring out stuff every week, but now I'm hearing like less and less of what they're bringing out. But I honestly haven't ordered from them in a while. I was going to pick up like a mystery box, but then I thought to myself, nope, I don't need it, because again, I've been picking up a couple of other mystery boxes, so I think it might be out before this video, but I'm going to be getting one by Odin's Eye because they have like a spring mystery box, and I loved their first mystery box that I got by them, so I can't wait to get that one. It hasn't arrived yet, but I'm just waiting for it to arrive, and then I'll upload it kind of sooner. But this shade does not seem to be coming out very well. I don't know what it is. It's kind of, I know sometimes with Supershock shadows it's better to use with your finger, but I tend to just, again, not want to use my hands, but it's not coming off very well. It's just flaky, and I don't know if it's because it won't be expired. I've not had it that long. I don't know. It's just not, I've never really got on well with Supershock shadows. I don't know what it is. I felt like they don't really work as well for me. And I think I got this around my birthday time, because during birthdays and stuff, if you kind of register your date of birth, they send you a code for a free shadow. So that's probably the one that I got. So now let's move on to lips. So this isn't a new product, but I have a new I have two products, but one of them is not new, and it's the e.l.f. lip liner. But what I've been looking forward to trying so much is the MUA Juicy Peptide Lip Balm. So they finally have these in Superdrug, and I was so happy because I know that they have them on their TikTok and their website, blah, blah, blah. And I just couldn't be bothered to just like get it shipped. So I waited until it was in the shop. But these cost £2. £2 for a lip balm. So I'm going to put on my lip liner first, which costs £2 by e.l.f. and then we'll move on to the lip balm. Okay, I need to give this a good sharpen because it's literally like scraping my lips. But yeah, this is in Caramel Glaze, and it's give your lips the hydration hit that your, no, I can't even read. Give your lips a hydration hit with our fruity glossy balms. Okay, it's got vitamin E and tripeptides. I never really know what a peptide is, but anyway, yes, so I'm just going to take out the smallest amount because I don't want it to go everywhere. And yeah, let's give this a go. Oh, there's something scraping my lip. I know it's just like a bit of plastic that's like poked out. That's annoying. Yeah, it's like on the applicator, there's just a bit of plastic that is ripping my lip. Lovely. But that feels really nice. It's very lightweight, so you don't actually feel like there's much on the lips. And mate, for £2, you can't go wrong. And they have a selection of like maybe 4 or 5 shades, and I just wanted to get this one because I kind of like a bit of a nudier tone. But this is my finished look, and everything looks fine. The only thing I'm kind of umming and ahhing about is the Supershock shadow, which I'm just gonna, again, they don't tend to work very well for me, but it doesn't make my eyes look that great. But you know, the highlighter is looking really nice. I'm actually super surprised. The foundation I actually really like, and it isn't making me look yellow. It's just when you buy it, you can't see the color very, very well in here. And I was trying to like match it, but because I'm not very good at that stuff. The primer seems to be very nice as well. Again, I like mattifying primers. I want my face to be matte. I don't want my face to be dewy or anything. So I think this together is a really good combo, and especially that it will cost less than £10, literally like £7 or whatever. Yeah, this is my finished look. Let me know if you've tried anything by these brands, what you recommend, especially affordable brands. I'm on the hunt for looking for more, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias because I'm always active on there, and appreciate you sitting down listening to me ramble on. Bye guys.